There comes a quiet moment in many marriages when a woman pauses and wonders why she feels so tired. Not physically tired, but emotionally drained, unseen, and unappreciated. And if you are watching this video, that moment may already be familiar to you. Because giving too much does not always look dramatic. It looks like constant adjusting, endless understanding, emotional labor, remembering everything, holding everything together, and telling yourself that love means patience, compromise, and sacrifice. But somewhere along the way, you start to feel empty. And that emptiness is not because you are weak or ungrateful. It is often because you are pouring from a cup that no one is helping to refill. And this video is not about blaming your husband or questioning your love. It is about helping you recognize the subtle signs that you may be giving more than is healthy and receiving less than you deserve. So let me begin by saying this gently. Love should not cost you your sense of self, your peace, or your emotional safety. And yet so many wives normalize imbalance because it happens slowly, quietly, and without obvious conflict. Imagine a woman named Laura. She's caring, dependable, emotionally aware, and deeply invested in her marriage. She anticipates her husband's needs, supports his goals, listens to his frustrations, manages the home, remembers important dates, and keeps the emotional climate calm. But when she's overwhelmed, when she needs reassurance, when she feels lonely, her needs are often met with silence, distraction, or quick fixes instead of presence. So she does what many women do. She lowers her expectations. She tells herself he is busy, stressed, or not good with emotions. She becomes the strong one, the understanding one, the one who doesn't ask for much. But inside, Laura feels increasingly invisible. And this is the first sign you may be giving too much. You are constantly adjusting yourself to maintain peace while quietly hoping someone will notice your effort. When you start filtering your feelings to avoid being seen as difficult, emotional, or demanding, when you rehearse conversations in your head but decide not to have them because it feels easier to carry the weight alone, that is not harmony, that is self-abandonment disguised as love. Another sign is emotional exhaustion that does not go away with rest. You may sleep, take breaks, or distract yourself, but the heaviness remains. Because the exhaustion is not from doing too much physically, it is from feeling emotionally unsupported, from being the one who always listens but is rarely heard, the one who comforts but is rarely comforted. Psychology tells us that when emotional labor is consistently one-sided, the nervous system stays in a state of hypervigilance. You are always alert, always managing, always holding space, and over time, this creates anxiety, resentment, or numbness, not because you are unloving, but because you are human. Another quiet sign is when you feel guilty for having needs at all, when asking for time, affection, or understanding feels like asking for too much, when you apologize for expressing feelings or quickly minimize them, saying things like, "It's not a big deal," or "never mind," even when it clearly is. This guilt does not come from selfishness, it comes from a pattern where your needs have not been consistently valued, so your heart learns to shrink to avoid disappointment. And one of the most painful signs is when you start feeling lonely even though you are married. Because loneliness in marriage is not about being alone physically, it is about being emotionally disconnected. It is about sharing space but not depth, conversations but not understanding, and effort but not reciprocity. And when you bring this up and it gets dismissed or misunderstood repeatedly, you may stop trying, telling yourself that this is just how marriage is. But healthy marriages are not built on silent endurance. They are built on mutual emotional care. Another sign you are giving too much is when your happiness becomes dependent on how well things are going for him. His mood sets the tone of the household. His stress becomes your stress. His needs come before your rest. And while partnership does involve empathy, it should not require emotional self-erasure.
when you lose touch with what you want, feel, or need because you are constantly tuned in to someone else, imbalance has already taken root. And over time, this imbalance can change you. You may become irritable, withdrawn, overly emotional, or numb, and then blame yourself for not being the woman you used to be. But the truth is, you are responding to an environment where your emotional needs are not being met, and your body and heart are asking for care, not criticism. So what do you do when you recognize these signs? The first step is awareness without judgment, noticing where you are overgiving without shaming yourself for it. Because you gave from love, from hope, from commitment, and that matters. But now it is time to give with wisdom. The second step is learning to check in with yourself before automatically giving, asking simple questions like, do I have the capacity for this right now? Or am I giving because I want to or because I feel obligated? This pause alone can begin to restore balance. The third step is communicating your needs clearly and calmly, not as a complaint, but as a truth, saying things like, I need more emotional presence from you, or I feel overwhelmed when I carry this alone, and then observing the response. Because effort is not proven by promises, it is shown through consistency. And this is important. Receiving less does not always mean your partner doesn't care. Sometimes it means he doesn't know how to show up emotionally. But that doesn't mean you should continue to overextend yourself indefinitely. Healthy love requires growth on both sides. Another powerful step is rebuilding your relationship with yourself. Because when your entire sense of worth comes from how much you give, you will always feel depleted. Reconnecting with your interests, friendships, boundaries, and inner voice helps you remember that you are more than what you provide. And as you strengthen your self-trust, something shifts. You stop chasing reciprocity and start expecting it, not with anger, but with calm clarity. And here's something many women need to hear. Reducing overgiving does not mean becoming cold, distant, or selfish. It means becoming sustainable. It means loving in a way that doesn't cost you your mental health, your joy, or your sense of self. And if you fear that asking for more or giving less will push him away, remember this: a relationship that can only survive on your exhaustion is not a healthy one. True connection can withstand honesty, boundaries, and growth. And even if your partner struggles initially, your self-respect sets a new tone, one that invites balance instead of burnout. And if you are in a place where you feel completely drained, seeking support through therapy, counseling, or trusted community is not a failure, it is a form of self-protection. Because you deserve a marriage where effort flows both ways, where care is mutual, and love does not require you to disappear. And as we come to the end of this message, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not too much, you are not asking for too much, and you are not wrong for wanting reciprocity. Love should feel nourishing, not exhausting, supportive, not draining. And if you recognize yourself in these signs, let this be the moment you choose balance over burnout, clarity over silence, and self-respect over self-sacrifice. Because you deserve to receive the same care, attention, and effort that you so freely give. And if this message resonated with you, share this video with another wife who may be quietly carrying too much. Leave a comment and tell me what spoke to your heart. And subscribe for more gentle guidance, because your needs matter, your feelings matter, and you do not have to give everything to be worthy of love.